let's be real for a second. Trying to lose weight can feel, well, just completely overwhelming, right? There's so much information out there, so many diets, so many people telling you different things. But what if it didn't have to be so complicated? In this explainer, we're going to cut through all that noise. We're going to break it all down into a clear, sustainable plan that you can actually follow. Okay, let's just dive right in. So here's our roadmap. First, we'll get right to the heart of it, the one core principle that makes everything else work. Then we'll get personal and create your blueprint. After that, we'll talk about fuel and recovery, putting it all into action with consistency, and finally, locking it all in for good by winning the long game. Sound good? Let's get to it. All right, before we talk about a single food or a single exercise, we have to get on the same page about the one fundamental rule. This is the thing that governs all weight loss, no exceptions. I mean, you look at all the diet books, the miracle supplements, the complex workout plans. It's so easy to believe this is some kind of impossible puzzle. But honestly, the actual science behind how our bodies lose weight is incredibly refreshingly simple. And here it is. This is the big secret. A calorie deficit. You can think of it like a simple bank account for your body's energy. If you spend more energy than you put in through food, your body has to get that energy from somewhere, right? So it makes a withdrawal from its savings account, which is your body fat. That's it. Every single successful diet plan out there, no matter what it's called, works because it gets you to follow this one non-negotiable rule. Okay, so now we know the what, the calorie deficit. Let's build your personal blueprint for the how. This whole thing starts with knowing your specific numbers, not just taking a wild guess. This really lays it all out. Step 1 is just finding your starting line. You can do a quick search for a TDEE calculator or calorie calculator online. It'll give you your maintenance number. From there, as you can see in step 2, you just create a small deficit. And this part is so important. We are not talking about some extreme crash diet. A gentle reduction, somewhere between 300 and 500 calories, is the sweet spot. It's enough to trigger fat loss without making you feel miserable and hungry all the time. And that is the secret to making it last. Okay, so having that calorie target is the first piece of the puzzle. But what you actually eat within that target, that makes all the difference in the world. So now we're going to get into fuel and recovery, the essential inputs that are going to make you feel amazing while you're doing this. You know, what's so cool about this is how these categories all work together. See, the lean proteins and healthy fats are what help you feel full and satisfied. The whole grains give you that steady, reliable energy, and of course, fruits and veggies pack in the fiber and vitamins you need. When you focus on these kinds of nutrient-dense foods, staying in your calorie goal gets so much easier because you're not constantly battling hunger. Now, let's talk about the easiest health hack on the planet, water. It sounds almost too simple to matter, but aiming for about 2 to 3 liters a day is an absolute game changer. Not only does it keep your metabolism running smoothly, but it helps you avoid those phantom hunger pangs that are really just your body telling you it's thirsty. Here's a little challenge. Try having a big glass of water before each meal. It's a tiny habit that has a huge impact. Okay, whatever you do, please do not skip this step. Sleep is not a luxury, it's a necessity. It is absolutely critical for recovery. Think about it. When you're sleep deprived, your body produces more of the I'm hungry hormone, ghrelin, and less of the I'm full hormone, leptin. It's literally a hormonal recipe for disaster. Getting good quality rest is just non-negotiable. All right, we've covered the inputs. That's your food, your water, and your sleep. Now let's flip the script and talk about the outputs. The physical activity that's going to speed up your results and the consistency that's going to make them stick. I love this slide because it shows you the powerful 1-2 punch of exercise. Moderate activity, like a good brisk walk, is fantastic for burning calories right here, right now. But strength training? That's your long-term secret weapon. Why? Because muscle tissue burns more calories than fat tissue, even when you're just sitting on the couch. So building and maintaining that muscle literally turns your body into a more efficient fat-burning machine, 24/7. It is so important to remember that progress is not just a number on a scale. That's just one tiny piece of data. Are your clothes fitting a little better? Do you have more energy to get through the day? Are you feeling stronger? These are all huge wins. You have to track your progress in a bunch of different ways to stay motivated and really see the full picture of what's happening. And this, right here, is the magic formula. It is not about being perfect every single day. Nobody is. It's about being consistent. Choosing the stairs instead of the elevator, adding a side of veggies to your lunch, getting in a quick walk on your break. These small daily choices are what compound over time into incredible results. And that brings us to our final and honestly most important section. Because all the tools and tactics in the world are great, but it's the right mindset that turns a temporary diet into a permanent lifestyle change. These are the traps. These are the things that so many people fall for. Skipping meals can actually make your body panic and slow down your metabolism. And cutting calories way too low, that's just not sustainable, and it almost always leads to a rebound. The real key is to avoid anything that promises a quick fix and instead just focus on what you can do consistently, not just for weeks, but for months and years. And at the end of the day, it all comes down to this. The real goal isn't just to see a number on the scale drop for a little while. The real victory is when you shift your entire perspective to building a lifestyle you actually enjoy, one that feels good and gives you more energy. That is the change that lasts a lifetime. And of course, a quick but very important note. This whole guide is meant for educational purposes. For personalized advice that's tailored to your specific health needs, please always have a chat with a doctor or a registered dietitian. So, to wrap this all up, let's make it real. Let's forget about trying to change everything all at once. Looking back at everything we've just covered, what is one single small thing you can do today? Seriously, maybe it's just drinking an extra glass of water, or going for a 10-minute walk after dinner, or adding a handful of spinach to your eggs. That one small step, that's the beginning of everything.